Yeah. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Yeah. Let's go. What's cooking, Ladle Gang? We're in the Idolosphere Daito TV, where we had to help Booger Berry a few episodes ago. Dark Yashiro's on the loose, and we've got to stop him. Also, we finally got the ability to crush these green doors that have been taunting us all game. These unlock new areas and dungeons we've already been in already. It's like backtracking expanded. Is this game a Metroidvania? No, it's not. It's not. Seems like we can't make it to Dark Yashiro because there's another shield blocking our path. So we have to go to 2 other dungeons to shut this shield off. So many shields we have to shut off. Anyways, back to the TV dungeon. I'm a tad over-leveled, but that's okay because this chapter is my least favorite chapter in the game, so the sooner we get through it, the better. Chapter 5 is fine, but it's just a bunch of meaningless backtracking that makes me snooze. I truly believe the game loses its stride for a chapter here. I don't want to paint this game in a negative light, so let's get zooming. I won't try to zoom too hard, but in reality, this is a rather short chapter, if you know what you're doing, and I kind of know what I'm doing, I don't know. We'll see how much I remember one puzzle later on. Last episode was the longest yet, so I think you'll be okay if I keep this one shorter than the others. This side of the TV dungeon is very similar to the first side. Look at the TV screens and match it up to the map. This time you're given a piece of paper and you need to go into the correct doors in the correct order. It's more fun than just finding one room and going in and doing the plot. And it's more fun than that disco board that we had on the other side of the dungeon. I do like this though. It adds a bit of thinking to the game, and that's I like to think. You know, some games you just don't think. This game, it makes you think. And with that, we finished this dungeon's puzzle. It's quick, but I love this dungeon's gimmick. It's super unique. I haven't seen a game ever do this before. I'm sure there's an RPG out there that has done it, but I haven't played it. Oh, and of course we have a mid-boss to fight at the end of each dungeon, but I've been wiping the floor with other enemies, so it should be fine. Since we're hitting up the Bloom Palace real quick, let's promote some units. I'm currently using Ellie, so we're gonna push Virion up to Sniper, and I've never really used the Assassin class for him. Like, it looks cool and it looks awesome, but I've just never really used it. Sniper is more my flow. It's more my playstyle, you know? And then we're gonna finally promote Sita for Tsubasa. I feel like I'm going the law route for most of these, but they just end up matching my style more, you know? It's not that I would pick the law route in normal SMT games. I feel like I'm always chaos in those. But anyways, Sita's a Falcon Knight now. These Master Seals actually reminded me of something. DJ Master Seal. The one and only. Back when this game was releasing outside of Japan, Nintendo of America made a video breaking down the basics of the combat, and DJ Master Seal was the host. It was, memorable.
What's up, Internet? #1 Fortuna Entertainment fan, DJ Master Seal, now in session. Now, today we're talking about slaying fools like your life depends on it. I'm talking about my boy Itsuki, my girl Tsubasa, and shout out to Toma too. You know, DJ Master Seal likes to slay. Oh man, wicked! You want moves like that? Then stick with your boy DJ Master Seal. Cause in my next episode, I'm going high key on Mirages and how to master them.
My only dream is to meet DJ Master Seal in real life. And my other dream is to revisit the maid dungeon from episode 2. I can confirm that one of my 2 dreams will be fulfilled today. We're back, baby. Okay, but it would have been pretty cool if I somehow got DJ Master Seal on, though. That'd be really cool. Like, Nintendo, get in contact with me, please. I would never do anything that would make you want to break a sponsorship with me, a partnership. I could promote all your games with DJ Master Seal. we make a great team. This time in the maid dungeon, we have more maid puzzles to do. This puzzle is honestly confusing as hell, and I always get tripped up. So this will take a while, and this would be a great time to have a guest on, like DJ Master Seal. But I don't have one today. I don't have a guest. You have me instead. Mamodxx. Isn't that exciting? Well, here we go. When I first had the idea of doing this playthrough in my head, I knew I wanted a part dedicated to me talking about everything, like Tokyo Mirage Sessions and this series that I'm making, and YouTube content creation and the future. And this is gonna be a bit more serious than all the other videos, but I'm dropping it here. Here's a serious warning. It's tough for me to open up about YouTube and content creation, even to my family and my closest friends. It's something I keep to myself, despite being fortunate enough to have never-ending support all around me. And because it's something I keep walled up, I hid it in this episode. It's the late middle of a playthrough, which is normally the lowest view-wise. It's the filler episode, fillers in the title, and it's being released on the day of the Game Awards of 2021. So this whole segment is going to get buried, and only the people who deserve to hear it are going to hear it. So, 5 years ago, Tokyo Mirage Sessions came into my life. My amazing friends came into my life. You know, Max HP, Omniblade, Nazuro, Consono, and so many others. And prior to this, I wasn't the most optimistic individual when it came to games. I was pretty toxic. I was really close-minded. But the amazing community I was suddenly surrounded by changed my perspective on a lot. And it wasn't just my new friends, but my viewers too. If you've been watching any of my content over the years and have commented at least a few times or even just liked my videos, thank you. You've done so much for me. You've changed me. You have changed me as a person more than I could have ever expected. Now, this series came a bit late. The Switch version released at the beginning of 2020. I had planned to make this series that summer, but after the Switch release of the game, I felt it was the natural stopping point of my channel. Like, I had my first immense growth with this game on this channel, and I hyped up the Switch port for years, and then it finally happened, and it felt like that was my mission, and I had succeeded. And along with that feeling, I was starting to really lose interest in Fire Emblem. And so, with the combination of my interest in Fire Emblem declining and feeling like my channel is just done, on a whim, I started an N64 review channel. My name is Mamo, and welcome to Nintendo 64 Ever, the project where I spend the next few years of my life playing and reviewing every Nintendo 64 game. I feel it was mostly because I wanted consistency. I was tired of running out of ideas. Having a 10-year path of videos was like the dream. But I wasn't as passionate about it as I thought I would be beyond the first few reviews. I lost motivation and still, to this day, struggle to acknowledge it, which just sends me to a bad place mentally. After doing a few N64 reviews, I returned to this channel to do some Fire Emblem videos because I thought it would be a cleanser. I thought, I just needed a little time away from Fire Emblem. But no, it just reminded me of why I started the N64 channel. I'm exhausted of Fire Emblem. Making each Fire Emblem video I made this year was incredibly taxing. Seeing Fire Emblem everywhere I go is taxing. Just talking about Fire Emblem with my friends is taxing. I love the franchise, but I'm so tired of it. It all really started in 2018 when I was more excited for Smash Ultimate than I was Three Houses, and everyone around me was talking about Three Houses. I'm like, I don't really care about Three Houses like that. And not to discredit Three Houses, because I think that's still a very good game. It's just, it was kind of the breaking point for me. It was the time that I realized I'm not into this series as much as I used to be, but I'm still surrounding myself with it. And that's kind of toxic. But I'm acknowledging it's toxic, so that's a step in the right direction. Ever since Three Houses, despite what I've said on social media, in videos, and especially on streams, every time there's been a Nintendo Direct, I've secretly prayed for there not to be a new Fire Emblem game announced, because I know I would just be thrown back into that terrible mindset of Fire Emblem controlling my life, pretty much. And I've loved Fire Emblem for most of my life, so it really hurts me to feel spite towards the series, but I can't help it. How do Three Houses fans live and breathe a single franchise like it's 2 years strong and they're still going? They're still so obsessed with that game, and I couldn't even make 200 hours. I can't even turn on the game for more than 10 minutes without feeling exhausted. I get drained emotionally, mentally, just looking at Three Houses. Obviously everyone's different, but that's just me. I feel far more passionate about other series like Metroid, Zelda, and of course, Pikmin. And sure, I've developed a dedicated following who I cherish dearly that will listen to whatever I feel like spouting out nonsense about. But Fire Emblem still lingers. It always will on this channel. Making a video here that isn't Fire Emblem feels wrong, and it just doesn't sit well with me mentally. Comments about Fire Emblem on non-Fire Emblem videos, feeling obligated to tie everything into Fire Emblem somehow, just so I can please this voice inside my head, it's tough. And it's tough to really break down how I feel. It's tough for me to tell anyone because I can't make much sense of this situation. And I don't mean to discredit anyone who loves Fire Emblem. If you love Three Houses, keep loving Three Houses. I'm so happy for you. Keep loving this series. It's just the magic is gone for me right now, and someday I'm sure it'll return, but not anytime soon. I'm sure one of you is curious, how do I feel about making these videos? You know, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is a Fire Emblem game. Well, this game is very special to me. It's an exception. This and Path of Radiance are two games I could still talk about without feeling drained in seconds. I want to share this game with the world. It's the game I feel I've exposed the most people to, besides Tinder, of course. And it's the game that really just changed my life in so many ways. So I do love it. This series is an obligation in my head, but it's an obligation I love. I love making videos about this silly game that I love so much. Love. But I don't know what will happen after this series. I don't think I could ever stop making content somewhere on the internet. I mean, I've been doing it non-stop since 2008. It's been almost 14 years. It's freeing. It's a positive outlet for my creativity and silly opinions. But Fire Emblem has made it feel significantly less freeing and positive. I know this is totally a major contrast to the rest of the series, but I just needed to get this off my chest somewhere, and so I buried it in this series. And it may serve as an answer to your questions in the future. But for now, just know, I cannot express how much I appreciate and truly love each and every one of you viewing this. Because if you're viewing this, you're a real one. It means you've been watching since the beginning of this series at the very least. And thank you. You've earned to hear this honesty from me. Now, I'm going to do what I do best and switch from an uncomfortable topic with a joke. Mass destruction? During the maid dungeon, we got the final Master Seal we need. Kiria and Tharja. It's time, sweeties. I'm going Sorcerer this time, simply because it doesn't have a funny little hat like the Sage does. Like, that hat's so ugly. I have fashion standards to maintain, thank you very much. We're back at the shield beam barrier, and I'm sure that Dark Yashara will be right behind this door. Nope. You remember a few minutes ago when I said Chapter 5 is my least favorite chapter? We've already had annoying maid puzzles, and filler back and forth. But now we have to do more errands for the director guy? Again? In this fucking dungeon? In the North Room? Please beat my friend's ass because they're annoying as hell. In the Eastern Room, we need to use Yasharo's body to measure clothing for Dark Yasharo. In the Western Room, bruh. And in the final room, more lighting lanterns. Now, Dark Yasharo. Yashiro is most upset that his dark self is saying "tata" and "darling." You know, that's not very manly. It'll ruin his manly image. Fragile, masculine men. Yashiro needs to be more like Sylvando, honestly.
Truly, darlings, this is the promised land!
Pathetic. Bro, you'll never catch me saying pathetic when someone calls me or my dark twin hot. Here's the fight, baby. I have historically struggled on this fight, and was caught on stream struggling. One of my friends, Kaz, always pesters me about how I played on stream. So I'm a little nervous going into this battle, but it should be fine. I'm relatively over-leveled. It'll be okay, it'll be okay. This battle is not too bad, it's just slow. And slow is good. I use Mamodxx to make battles slower. I need things to slow down sometimes. So you know what, this isn't bad. This is fine, no issues. This battle's easy. Yeah, that was easy. Okay, you know what, I don't know why I had issues with this in the past. This is an easy fight, what the heck. And we got the Dragonstone Shard. Also, there was a whole crowd here and they just saw Yashiro die to Yashiro and they just left. You know, concert's over, go home everybody, I guess. Sure, whatever. Oh god, oh god. Oh no. Garneth is calling. Hello?
I'm at the Cosmic Egg.
He's at the Cosmic Egg. It's time to take him down. I sense a dangerous presence up ahead. I think we're about to have a dangerous plot twist up ahead. Oh, hey, Hatanaka. Oh. The man who has been hiding in the background for years. He's the Mirage Master for Garneth. Oh my! Who saw this? Oh my God! I can't believe this happened. Well, I trusted him 100%. He was my favorite character. How could he betray me like this? Oh. I'll be honest, when I first got to this, I was like, who's Hatanaka? I completely forgot about him. Because he's in like 7 scenes the entire game. I'm like, who is this? Hatanaka got Yashiro's father's Performa. His Performa is what basically generates the shield protecting Garneth. The power of friendship, it has awakened the true lord inside of Itsuki. And now Itsuki can just pull Performer out of people. I think that's illegal in several countries, actually. Unfortunately, we don't get to fight Garneth right now, but we get to fight some of his minions! This is a really heartfelt conversation about Yashiro, and it really deepens his character about how he's all about his father and how he's just been unstable ever since his father left him. But I find the background so funny. We've had animated backgrounds in every single conversation like this up to this point, until this one where it's just an image, just a drawn image. It's just artwork. Like, I don't know if it was a placeholder and it was an accident, or if they just really wanted to go with a static image for once. But I feel bad for Yashiro. He's truly one of the best characters in this game, like, objectively. We all agree that we're gonna kick the Shadow Dragon's butt if Hatanaka summons him. Good deal, gamers. It seems all is lost, until Tiki says she can help. We're finally closing in on the finale.